I am Mike Marino, goaltender for the 11-day power play. Well, my passion for hockey came from watching the Buffalo Sabres. My grandpa always had the Buffalo Sabres game on. I always wanted to play. However, as a child, I never had the opportunity to play ice hockey. But quickly, I was able to find a way to play street hockey. About 16 years old, I think, I got called up to play some pickup hockey on Friday nights just to fill in, and it just kind of stuck. I loved it. I spent every Friday night doing it, and eventually I tried out for my own high school hockey team, and things made the team, and things moved on from there. I first heard about the 11-day power play, distinctly can recall, on a Friday morning. My good friend Mike Lezakowski, who ran our Friday morning skates, his mother had recently passed from cancer, and he came to me and said, since his wife also is a cancer survivor, that he needed to organize an event to give something back to the community and help fight the disease. And when I was asked to play in a charity hockey game to benefit cancer, and I certainly enthusiastically said, count me in, I at that point didn't know exactly what was planned, and a world record was mentioned, but I had no idea of how long that actually was. I thought maybe 24 hours, and ultimately it turned out it was nearly 11 days. So that's where the name for the 11-day power play came in and moved forward from, and literally we lived in the rink for 11 days, could only wander 100 yards from the ice surface, so eat, sleep, play hockey 24/7 for 11 days. The purpose behind the 11-day power play was to raise funds initially for Roswell Park Cancer Institute to help with cancer research and fighting it, but also expanded out since we started in 2017 to also encompass Camp Good Days and Special Times and Oshai's Children's Hospital and Make-A-Wish to help those that are suffering from the disease and do research. I originally participated in the 11-day power play in 2017. Again, as my friend Mike had cancer touch his family back when I was a teenager. The first time I heard of cancer was when my grandfather had it, and he ultimately passed away from it. And within 6 months, my grandmother also passed away from cancer. So that was the first I heard about it, and it was shocking. And then as life had moved on, many friends along the way have had a variety of cancers. Some survived, some passed away, and it's important to continue to do what we can do to help raise funds for a great cause. My experiences between the two 11-day power plays each were a little bit different. The first one was indoors, the second one was outdoors, so obviously the second one had to deal with the weather elements a bit more, but at that point had the experience under my belt of the first power play. The first power play was a bit more mentally challenging, not knowing what to expect. First time being away from your family that long, and getting your bearings of what's day and night. Was your body going to hold up? And over time was starting to deteriorate. So in your mind, it became very challenging to deal with that. Daily life at the rink was interesting. Again, would lose track of days and nights, so wasn't ever sure when I got off the ice if I was supposed to have dinner or breakfast, especially in 2017 when we were indoors. But we had a lot of volunteer support, which was tremendous to help us, encourage us to get through. We had medical staff 24/7 there to help tend to our needs, which we definitely did need. There would be media there, and that was exciting to see that. There would be children that would come and for whatever reason want our autographs. Again, we were just there having fun and trying to raise money for a great cause. Many of the restaurants contributed and brought great food. A lot of the local athletes showed up and provided their support, which was much appreciated. Well, I have many fond memories of playing the 11-day power play. Spending the time with my teammates was always great. The little off ice time we would have after we would play a 4 or even a 6 hour shift. It was always excellent to look up in the stands and have that little bit of time when you would see your family show up to support you, or your coworkers up in the stands. The 11-day power play has accomplished a lot since it was founded in 2017. Again, the goal was to raise funds for cancer research and support, which we accomplished, but it turned out to be much more than that. The community really embraced the event, and we've been having a power play each year since then, typically in a community shift fashion, so allowing other teams to participate for 11 days, rotating through the event, but with the goal of each year raising at least $1 million, which we've been able to accomplish. In 2017, of course, a fun aspect of it was we were challenging a Guinness World Record to skate for the 11 days, which we broke that record. Subsequently, we have Canadian counterparts, which also do the event for a fundraising purpose, and they did break our record. In 2021, we hit the ice again, the Frozen 40, 2 teams of 20 players to shoot for the record, which we did break, and Guinness World Records was on site to award us our certificates.
This attempt, 11-day power play in Frozen 40, completed a new Guinness World Records title.
But most importantly, again, hit our fundraising goals, and now we're over $8 million raised between the 2 world record breaking games and all of our community shifts in between. The 11-day power play has had a profound impact on me and my fellow teammates. We've certainly created a lifelong bond between our teammates all the way from 2017 to 2021. All the friends and players that we've met have stayed very close and try to do other events to help support the community. Personally, knowing how my family and friends have been impacted by cancer and somewhat feeling helpless to help them, this was a way that I could give back a little bit and do something to help the community. And we certainly have a little fun and bragging rights about breaking a Guinness World Record. So the funny part about being a goaltender and how it impacts your life, it is a position of need. So I wouldn't say that my playing hockey necessarily is stemming from my skills at goaltending, although I do give it my best shot. But certainly in that position of need, you get a lot of calls to help, and through that, I've had an opportunity to meet so many great people playing hockey, and expanded my network of friends immensely by being a goaltender. And I certainly, again, the whole power play, want to give back to the community. I want to do good and make people proud, but on a cynical side, it gives me great pleasure to see people work so hard to try and score a goal and to shut them down when I can. As I'm continuing to play hockey through the years, I see myself retiring as a goaltender, only because, again, my skill set isn't in my power skating, so unfortunately I'm not the strongest skater. However, I really enjoy the position, and it's kind of become a niche for me. You know, as long as folks continue to call me, I will continue to play. My wife certainly recognizes I've invested a lot in the equipment, and she certainly hopes I continue to use it.